As we get ready to race here, this is the first final then on race day for the E1 World Championship here in Jeddah, and they're all picking it up. Onto the falls they go, 5 seconds remaining, don't cross that line early. Here we go then, we are racing in Jeddah the first round, and look on the inside for Mashael Alobaidan, she's made a cracking start. John Peters on the outside, in the middle, Sarah Price for Westbrook Racing, but I think Mashael Alobaidan, she will have to have that line as we go into the first corner. Has Sarah Price done enough down there? Has Mashael got enough room in front? She will get the tighter turn. She should be leading. She has got the inside line. Brilliant launch. She judged that boost just to perfection to get her nose in front. Oh, a little moment for Sarah Price in there, and that has cost Team Rafa and Chris Lazaraga. She had to take evasive action.
And look at Team Blue Rising there. I would imagine, yes, they're on the boost. No, they're not on the boost, but she's still level with Westbrook. She really took them. Oh, Westbrook are boosting and getting away from Team Blue Rising now. Yeah,
John Peters, though, has the inside line. I wonder if he's got a little bit of boost. No, Sarah Price has held on. You know what? As she came round that smart mark at the far end, I was worried. It really upset the Team Rafa boat. And look at how Blue Rising are going even wider. And Rafa at the back, jumping all over the place. Splash down for them as at the front. Aoki Racing and Mashael Alobaidan is just backing up what we've learnt all weekend. Both her and Dani Clos are on song this weekend.
They are. Now, Aoki should be doing their short lap. I would predict they're going to do that straight away now, because they can now, to get even further in the front. Let's see if they do that.
Yes, straight away. Interesting though, behind what I will say, Westbrook Racing have decided to also take the short lap straight away, so an interesting tactic there from Sarah Price. Mission Control have obviously decided that they think if she sticks in behind Aoki Racing, it will serve them well later in the race. They've got water position now, but they'll have quite dirty water in front of them.
They've got dirty water, but it's not a bad strategy. It means that she's staying right up there with the leader. She's hoping for Aoki to make a mistake. Maybe she'll do her long lap next, and then she obviously has got the advantage.
Of course, they fly best when they're up on the foils. That's when we see them stream away, when we want them boosting. But I've noticed the way they drop the hull in the water. They drop the bottom of the boat in to get it turned. What's happening there?
They're not actually dropping the hull in the water. They're actually dropping one of the foils. They're dropping the inside foil down, and they're actually getting grip to take that corner, and then they want to get back up on the foils to fly it as soon as possible.
Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Like a spaceship flying across the top of the water. This is Blue Rising at the back of the field, but I will point out this tactic worked for John Peters earlier. He has taken the long lap loop already, so he's added effectively 16 seconds to his time. 17 seconds is the calculation already in this race. It looks like Team Brady and Emma Kimilainen are also going on the long lap. Team Rafa, Chris Lazaraga going for the short lap. Look at the merge between Westbrook and Rafa. Who's going to have the edge here? On the boost for Westbrook Racing, I think Sarah's just going to keep her nose in front. Yes, she does.
Yeah, now we've put Rafa. No, but Rafa, look, they are coming through, and they're not even on the boost. Where is he getting that power from? That was incredible. She flew that beautifully.
Chris Lazaraga it was on the inside of Sarah Price, but the red boat, Westbrook Racing, holds firm in second. So it's still Aoki Racing out front leading. Still, Christina Lazaraga is piling the pressure on the back of Sarah Price, but Price on the boost now, as is Lazaraga, coming out of that corner. If that was 3 seconds of boost, I'll have to wait 6 seconds for that to recover.
Yeah, Lazaraga took that corner a little bit too much. She dug in too much.
But I wonder if she was heading for the long lap. Perhaps this is the battle for 4th and 5th place. John Peters has got ahead of Team Brady, and Team Brady have done their long and short lap. And Blue Rising, John Peters is not out of this. He might be in 4th on the water at the moment. Westbrook takes their long lap, but I'll remind you, Blue Rising and John Peters still have a short lap to take. That will save them 5 seconds. And is John Peters going? Yes, he is. He's gone for the short lap now. This is the shake-up we'll need to see. Is he going to come out in front of the Westbrook Racing boat? This could be judged to perfection for John Peters and Blue Rising. Wow, that is great work from him. Great work from Mission Control.
Mission Control were on that absolutely perfectly. Fantastic teamwork. It's so important in the E1 race boat.
And now he's got lovely clear water, and the two boats in front of him have to take a long lap as we come across the line now. They're going to have to take a long lap in these remaining 2 laps of this race, and the gap between them is about 17 seconds, Shelley.
I think Team Blue Rising could win this. I think they have done a fantastic strategy.
So, John Peters across the line now at the front, Aoki Racing with Mashael Alobaidan. She is leading the way. She got her short lap to take. Oh no, she's just on the normal lap. Team Rafa have gone for the long lap. This is going to be instructive to see how this race is going to pan out, because John Peters and the Blue Rising boat, currently in 3rd, is about to leapfrog Team Rafa and go up into 2nd place. Remember, they're fighting for racetrack position, for the course position on that final later on this afternoon, and that could be all important. Blue Rising up into 2nd place now. What about the Westbrook Team Rafa battle? Westbrook still keep their noses in front. So now on the course, Aoki for Blue Rising, but on this next lap, Mashael Alobaidan is going to have to do the long lap loop. And
you know what? He's only got 15 seconds on Mashael. It's going to be so tight between Aoki and Blue Rising.
Well, it looks to me like Virat Kohli might hit this one for 6 here, because we have got Blue Rising in 2nd and the gap is closing all the time to Team Aoki. That's our pilot there, Mashael Alobaidan, who is leading, the local Saudi rider. However, she now has to take the boat on the long lap loop, and the gap between herself and John Peters in the Virat Kohli's Team Blue Rising, they had a struggle of a year last year, and it looks to me, Shelley, like they might be about to take charge of this race.
Well, they're 12 seconds behind, and we know that long lap takes about 15 seconds, so can Aoki make it? It's going to be so close, but I don't think so.
2 new pilots for this year for Virat Kohli. They got no podiums last year. They finished in 7th place in the championship. E1 is being turned on its head this year. 2 of the teams that struggled here in Virat Kohli's Blue Rising, in Steve Aoki's Aoki's Racing, are 1 and 2 in this race. But it is the Indian cricket legend's boat. It is John Peters who is taking charge of this race. Look at the merge here. Between Aoki Racing and Will Smith's Westbrook Racing, and Aoki have come out in 2nd place.
That was so tight there, and of course Westbrook went straight into the dirty water, immediately slowed. Aoki flew away.
But out of the final corner, wow, they started this race from the outside lane, Shelley, and John Peters, Virat Kohli's Team Blue Rising, win our 1st final. They will get lane choice for the final race of the day. What a performance. Sarah Mizir, now his co-pilot, has a job to do in the main final. Mashael Alobaidan for Aoki Racing is 2nd. Sarah Price is 3rd for Westbrook Racing from Will Smith. Chris Lasaraga is 4th for Team Rafa, and Emma Kimilainen will come home for the reigning champions Team Brady in 5th place. Brilliant performance that we've seen here in the opening round of E1 from John Peters and Team Blue Rising, but the job is not done yet. However, the groundwork has been done, hasn't it, by John Peters there for his co-pilot Sarah Mizir. We've up another level on the challenge now. It's up to level 6. That's the toughest it's been all through the weekend.
I think that's a little bit of wind come up, but look at the traffic out there. As you can imagine, every pleasure boat that goes by, it brings a wash onto the course.
Good spot out in the distance there in this inlet here on the Corniche Obhur in Saudi Arabia. They are lining up. They have to stay in their lanes on the run down towards the 1st corner, okay? So no encroaching on other pilots. We're just seeing there Team Blue Rising, Sarah Mizir, she is ready on that inside line. The last to join looks like it's going to be Tom Schaap in Team Rafa. He's got to get 4th place. The countdown is on. Don't cross before the line. Sarah Mizir there. Got to get it up on the foils. Here we go then. It's the final here in Jeddah for E1 GP, the opening round of 2025, and we are go. And look at the start from Westbrook Racing in the middle there. They had their problems before. Aoki Racing in 2nd, and then on the inside, Sarah Mizir will have a good line down towards that 1st corner. But now you see Dani Clos getting the boost just right as they drop it down towards this 1st smart mark, and it's going to be Aoki Racing and Dani Clos. He's been superb all weekend. So is his teammate Mashael Alobaidan. Oh, big wash behind him for Lucas Ordóñez, and Sarah Mizir has fought back on the inside of Ordóñez, and she's taken second place from the Spaniard.
That was perfect racing from Aoki there. He used his boost just at the perfect time, and Sarah Mizir. But look at the battle back here. We've got Westbrook in third.
Oh, seriously competitive, as well as Sam Coleman died for the inside of that smart mark alongside Lucas Ordóñez, but now he will be put on the outside. And there is Coleman, the reigning champions. Look at this, foil to bow between them. Oh, and Brady, here he comes. Sam Coleman on the inside, stunning stuff from the Brit, and he takes off in the background as he fires it through on the inside of Ordóñez. He has gone wide. Is he going to be able to hold that position? Wow, the race directors will be having a look at this battle between them. He has to give way to Ordóñez through that final corner, but it's oh so tight in there. They are foil to foil. What drama. It's just the opening lap of this final here in Jeddah.
But look how close Rafa is behind them as well. It's not just those two, there's three of them in the thick of it.
All in dirty water as well, no doubt about our leader though. It's Steve Aoki's Dani Clos who is leading from Virat Kohli's Blue Rising, and Sarah Mizir in second place, and again we're on board with Westbrook. It's going to be the inside, it's going to be the shortcut. They're getting away from each other here, Ordóñez and Sam Coleman. As we said, there's a target on Sam Coleman, and Team Brady's back as Emma Kimmelainen watches on. Team Blue Rising and Sarah Mizir, they've done just what John Peters did in that previous race. They've gone for the long lap early.
Great strategy there. It's got her into some lovely clean water. She can now gain back up and actually get back that lovely first position she had. But Aoki Racing, perfect.
Yeah, they actually look almost unbeatable now from out here in clear water out the front. Dani Clos has been one of the fastest pilots of the weekend. I'm so intrigued to see the tactics now. Brady, Rafa, none of them have taken long or short laps. Blue Rising, the only team so far to have done the long lap. So while they are last on the course at the moment, just you wait until they perhaps take that short lap, and it will completely change again. I'm not sure anyone is going to be able to head off Dani Clos in the Aoki Racing boat though, because they are comfortably out in front. In second place on the water is Westbrook Racing are there. Yes, just seen them come round. There they are, going on the standard course, and now Sam Coleman going for the inside for Team Brady. This is going to be an interesting merge. They've already had their scraps on that previous lap on the opener, and now we're going to see Sam Coleman and Lucas Ordóñez merge together, but it looks like Lucas has got the edge over Sam now.
Yeah, I think Sam was definitely hoping to come in a bit closer to there, or even take Westbrook again, but he didn't. But he's moved across the dirty water into the clean water. He's got a big job to do with Team Brady there. I think what they did with Team Blue Rising, sending her out on that long lap and getting her calm and into the clean water, was a really good move. I really hope she can get this back.
Dani Clos takes the little kink of turn one. He has got a 14.6 second lead over Lucas Ordóñez in the Team Westbrook boat, and they still both have to do their long laps. Team Blue Rising in fourth place are now ahead of Tom Schaap and Team Rafa, who has also done his long lap loop. And it's Team Brady there in third behind Lucas Ordóñez. I wonder here now, from Brady's point of view, do they go for the long lap on this occasion? I think that they might just be doing that right now. Sam Coleman is going off for Team Brady, the reigning champions, go for their long lap, and this is going to be the interesting bit for Sarah Mizir and Blue Rising to see where Sam Coleman rejoins. This is going to be fascinating. Does she go for the short run? I thought you might have done it just to edge in front. Team Rafa are going for that short loop. So he now leapfrogs, Tom Schaap leapfrogs, and this is going to be another close run thing. Coleman on the far side for Team Brady. For Team Rafa, it's Schaap on the inside, and Schaap has the edge over the Brit.
Team Blue Rising should have done their short lap then, because she would have got straight back into this little gaggle here of Rafa, Brady and Westbrook, but they didn't call it, so she didn't do it, bless her. Aoki, now their lead, 17 seconds it was now, gone down to 16 seconds. He could easily do that long lap with no problem, but they're literally giving him to the last minute.
This is Team Rafa's boat. with Tom Schaap, powerboat champion, inside. He's been great. He has been the fastest pilot of the weekend so far, and he's currently sat in third place in this race on the variable boost. You can just see it flashes green when the pilots stick that boost in. It gives them an extra 50 kilowatts of power, and it really means they can push along. We ride on board now with Sarah Mizir and Virat Kohli's Team Blue Rising. Around the short lap, here we go on this occasion from Sarah Mizir, just on the inside. Is she going to get past Tom Brady? Is she going to get past Team Rafa? I think Tom Schaap could just have the edge here. It's going to be close, isn't it, as we head down towards that turn 5 smart mark, just at the back of the course. And Tom Schaap just sticks his nose in front. So we are on board, looking back at Sarah Mizir in Virat Kohli's Blue Rising boat. We have got Team Rafa behind. Team Rafa with Tom Schaap in third place, looking to secure that place on the podium. Now, the interesting thing here, Shelley, we're on to the final lap of the race. On to the final lap, okay? And the gap between Westbrook and Rafa stands at about 13. Tom Schaap could have rescued a second place here. I don't think there's any doubt about Aoki Racing and the fact that they're going to win. But who's going to be second and third behind them on the podium? Because I'll remind you, Will Smith's Westbrook Racing are just now going for the long lap loop. They're right on the far part of the inlet. You can just see them looping round. So Team Rafa definitely in second. Our Blue Rising going to be able to take a brilliant first podium in third place. I think they may well be about to do so.
Yes, I'm sure she's definitely got it. She's going to be in front of him. There she goes. Yes. You've
got to be so pleased, haven't you? For Virat Kohli's Team Blue Rising, no podiums last year, but they pick up one here today, I'm sure. Team Rafa is in second place, but our winners in front of the boss, from the decks to the docks, Steve Aoki's team, now a maestro in both music and in motorsports. Dani Clos has done it for Steve and the Aoki Racing team, out on the water here in Jeddah. Our first round of E1 has been a cracker. Team Rafa Nadal's boat comes home in second with Tom Schaap. Team Blue Rising for Virat Kohli, and the rookie Sarah Mizir picks up a podium in third. Will Smith's Westbrook Racing is fourth, with Sam Coleman and Team Brady, the reigning champions, picking up fifth place. But it's a full complement of 38 championship points for Aoki Racing. Wow, they were 8th in the championship last year, and suddenly they will sit in top spot after our first weekend here in Saudi Arabia. Look at what it means. Look at what it means to Dani Clos.
I am so pleased for that team. They just didn't quite get it together last year, and today, first race out of the E1 World Championships 25, and they're on the top.